Tabor. Today we are showing you what are the beginner tips and tricks of Tabor. So you can get better at the game. Is map knowledge. Now this is probably really hard. So when I first started Tabor, my first map was Island. And you should choose a one map to start off with. And I chose Island. And I met a really nice player. He teamed up with me. And then we died. And I thought it was a little too long range for me. So I tried another map, Silo. Silo was the perfect map. And then I used my knowledge on that map to learn the quarters of Silo. So, for instance, let's say you spawn at the kitchen in Silo. You got to know where to go. If you don't know where to go on Silo, you could die pretty easily. So, yeah. And next up is sound cues. Sound cues are very important in this brutal game. Like like drinking, eating, opening bags, closing bags, gunshots, anything like that. Also, suppressed fire usually means there is an experienced player in the server. So if you hear that, I would recommend going away unless you're conscious enough that you can fight him. Because that would probably end up in a way that wouldn't end up that good unless you're a Spectre level 3, which I will talk about soon. Now, let me tell you about one thing that you really need to know in this game. And what is that? Scavs. What are scavs, you say? Scavs are AI. And they might not sound crazy, but they are deadly. Especially the new ones in the game. The old ones were a little more friendly, but still, they were pretty hard. But now, they got even harder. So I would recommend you, as a beginner, stay away from the scavs unless you have a quest to kill scavs. Next up is going to be your bunker. Let me show you around my bunker, and I'll show you. So, this is your main hall. You'll see a bunch of name tags. Collector, Nikolai, Tatra, Kurtek, Cultist, Mamba. So all those are bosses. Collector spawns on Matki Miest. He drops the green keycard, the R61 collector rig, the collector helmet, and the XM250. Nikolai carries the HK Orion, a helmet with a face shield, I guess? And he also carries the Street Sweeper. This is a pretty good shotgun. It might be one of the best shotguns in the game. This is basically a 6B1, a GB43, B43, but just with the upper leg protection, and it's 6 kilograms heavier than this. So I wouldn't recommend this as your main chest right here unless you're doing like a video. And this is Tatra's rig. This rig right here is the same exact weight as this one right here, which is pretty crazy. And he also has the ZSH1 Tatra helmet, but also has the bug with a face shield, so I don't really use it unless I have the time to. But it's a really good one. And then this. I'll get to the collector's OMG in a second. This thing shoots crazy. Now let me show you that. You do not want to be on the other side of that. Bipod, and he usually spawns with an optic and a flashlight on it, which makes it even more deadly. So I would not recommend fighting Tatra unless you're skilled enough. And now we're going to move on to Collector's LMG. the XM250. It shoots 6x51 rounds. This is the same caliber as the MCX Spear, and I will show you that in a second. So one thing for LMGs, by the way, you probably won't get these at the start, but you open these up, and then you put this belt in the gun, then you chamber it. Okay? Gosh, what's happening with my XM250? There we go. This is considered the best gun in the game. And that's considered over the last gun we have. And then we have Kurtek with an SKS. This gun you will see very commonly, but it won't be golden and it won't be automatic. It will just be regular. Alright, now Cultist and Mamba. I didn't kill him this way, but Mamba has a sniper. He also has Mamba's hood and Mamba mask. Cultists are the fish cultist at church. They wear LBAVs. These are pretty common to find and they're not that good, so you can probably just kill them easily. They're pretty easy to kill, but I didn't find them in sleep because I played solo mostly. And they will wear the fish cultist masks. And they usually spawn in groups of 4, so try to hunt those down. They're pretty easy. Kurtek is... I find Kurtek might be a little easier, though. Now we gotta go into our pause screen. So this is the new pause screen. If you want, click here. You can go to the tutorial. So, when you go to this tutorial, settings, remember this, calibrate your height. So when you go into the tutorial, there will be a guy here, and I'll turn him on, because I turned him off, if you want to turn him off too. Again, tutorials, I'm muted. Here, I'll show you. This guy teaches you a lot of things, so I would recommend listening to this guy.
First, we'll start with how to access your settings.
To open the menu, press the Options button.
Pistol station.
And then
Please
this
pick
is
up
how
the
you
pistol
reload a
using
pistol.
the L1 or R1 button.
And you can explore the tutorial yourself. Also, one thing,
Please pick
you
up
have
the
to
rifle
twist
using the L1
on
or
suppressors,
R1 button.
just to let you know.
Then with
And
your
if you
offhand,
don't twist
pick up
them
the
on
magazine
fully,
with the L2 or R2 button.
like this,
Insert
they
the
just go
magazine
flying
into
off.
the mag well. Pull back the
So
charge.
don't do that.
G station.
Please
The
pick up the
MP5,
SMG
this is
using
actually
the
a
L1 or
little
R1
harder to
button.
reload. So,
This is the MP5.
this one,
It deviates slightly in that a full magazine will not go into the mag well.
so you have to pull this up,
First,
then
you'll have to
put the
pull
magazine
charging
in.
handle back with the
Then
L2
you
or
can
R2 button
put it
and lock
down,
in place.
or you can
Then pick up the magazine
slam
with
it.
the L2 or R2 button.
The sniper rifle
Then the
station.
Barrett.
Please pick up
This
the sniper
probably you
rifle
won't get in
using
your
the
first
L1 or
hours of
R1
Tabor
button.
unless you kill a kid, which I don't think you will. But,
Pick up the
just
scope
something to
with the
say,
L1 or R1
it's
button.
really loud.
And
Quick tip here. So, if you go back here, there's nothing in these chests.
Consumables and storage
This is
station.
really easy.
Here,
Well,
we
this
will
is
go
really
through how to
hard to do
manage, organize,
once
and
you
store
do this.
consumables.
Okay.
We will proceed
So,
with the items on the
this is
table,
5.56,
starting
right?
left to right.
this is
How
the
do you
reloader.
craft
It is used to
5.56
create
by
different types of
45?
ammo by using
So
base
go
materials.
here and
Pick up
then
the brass
click
container using L1 or R1
5.56 by
button. Now with your offhand, take the lid off using
5.56.
L2 or R2 button. Pour the brass into the brass receptacle on the reloader.
Alright, that's
You'll notice the brass
5.56
meter
by
start to
45
fill up.
millimeter.
Pick up the gunpowder
Alright,
with the
this
L1
is
or R1 button.
this is
With your
standard.
offhand, take the lid off with the L2
That's
or
standard.
R2 button. Pour the gunpowder
That's
into the gunpowder
tracer.
receptacle
I
on the
wouldn't use
reloader.
tracer
This
if I were
particular
you.
gunpowder is used to create
And then
tracer
AP.
rounds.
This is
Now
probably.
input your selections on the
I'm gonna
reloader
just turn this
screen.
guy off.
For the purpose of this tutorial, select 5.
So this is AP. This is very overpowered. This right here is unbuyable because of how OP this stuff is. It pierces through every single armor. It's just like if you're using AP and something has armor on it, it just like removes the armor. So this is very OP. A lot of kids use it. Just a thing to say. And then we have quantity. So I'll take one of, let's just say, standard, because you're probably going to get standard. Then I'll get quantity 2. Alright, so now we're going to need 2 brasses. So 1, 2. Now we're going to need ST, because that's standard. Now you pour the powder in. That's about full. And then we pull this lever. I think we need more powder. There you go. Now we can put it into the ammo loader. So look, now it's 50. Now we can load them. Now so it's 30 rounds in it. Oh, that's 20. We need more. So let's get a little bit more. You have to press the trigger button to do this, by the way. And then, there you go. Another one is, there's a thing, snapping necks. This was removed from the game because people don't do that many naked runs. If you don't know what a naked run is, it's not bringing anything into a raid. So, there was a neck snapping station here. They just removed it because they did. But they're adding it back, I think, next wipe. Which is going to be awesome because that needs to come back. It makes it even harder. Alright, so this is how you put on detachments, by the way. So you see how there's a green line here? You just slide it onto the rail there. And then you're good. Also, one thing, whenever you find a weapon, chamber your weapon. This is the thing that you will need to know. Every time you find a weapon in raid, chamber it. If you don't chamber it, it won't shoot. And there's the extraction station. These things right here will let you extract, and it counts down from 7. So as long as it counts down and you're good to go. And there, I survived. And that takes us back into the bunker. Alright. So now one thing is, you're greeted at this thing. There's tutorial, PvE, and PvP. I would recommend switching to PvP because that is how the game is meant to be played. There's players and scabs. You can also do training raids here, which aren't available in PvE mode. You can choose. And also the mission system. So, you have tasks and missions. So, most people think, oh, it's the call. So it's not the call. So what you should do is you can go to Jerry's, Tabor Hospital, Jerry's, Spectre, Shiro, or Minty. I would recommend Spectre, Minty, and Jerry. Jerry sells you your secure containers, so I would recommend doing his missions. And because secure containers are very awesome. Secure containers let you basically put stuff. If you put something inside a secure container, let's just say you can't lose it in a raid. And Spectre, this guy sells you your weapons. Shiro sells you your ammunition. Minty sells you your equipment related stuff, and this sells you hospital stuff, and it also sells you water. Jerry's does not sell you water. Jerry's sells you food and secure containers, and some bunker resources. Now tasks. These are tasks. So for instance, like these are because I'm Spectre level 4 right now, and you're probably Spectre level 1 unless you have the DLC. That makes you Spectre level. That makes you Spectre level 2. So this mission right here, turn in 1 XM250. This is an XM250 collector's at LMG. Where's it? for 9,000 reputation. And you see here, reputation. 197,000 reputation out of 325,000 reputation. That's how to get to Spectre 5. So I'm currently level 4. So, and I've spent almost enough Karunas. And these give you reputation and they give you Karunas for it. So, I would recommend, once you're Spectre 4, this is probably the best one, I should do this one. 4,000 reputation to turn in 10 looties. Kill a bunch of Fennecs, that's what it's saying here, and take their guns. So, like, there's, like, turn in 2 power banks, like. So, yeah, there's stuff like that. And now I'm going to give you a tour of the other parts of this. First up, the bathroom. This doesn't have a purpose. So I wouldn't recommend going here because it doesn't have a purpose. Now up here, you will have your shooting range. You can go access this from the other way too. And you have infinite ammo here. Sounds semi-auto. You can test out your weapons here. You literally have infinite ammo here, so you don't need to worry about your ammo. In the old game, you didn't have infinite ammo, so you can try it in there, or you can just try it around your bunker. Just notice that you will lose ammo. And next is the gym. Again, this does not serve a purpose. It just has some posters and some gym equipment. There's no purpose in this, so I wouldn't recommend going to it that much. You're in nursery. You will spend a lot of time here. This is where you plant your plants, and then you water your plants with water. Jiri sells you your water filters, your water jugs at level 3. So make sure you grind Jiri level 3. And then these grow you plants that can grow you NRSs. And NRSs are the stems used in Ghost of Tabor. You open this, you put there's this, you slide this cabinet open, I think. Then you put the seeds in there, then you close it, and then it generates 4 NRS each. So, then your power room. You see, by default, you won't not have power, and it will look like this. Well, it will look bad. Oh, it will look like this, yeah. And what you have to do is, you have to have 5 spark plugs and 1 circuit board. My circuit board is dead, so I need to get another one. So, you can find those a lot in lockers. I found them in lockers. So, I can't currently turn mine on, but you just pull the switch up. And it does it. Or you can press this button here. This is your muddy room. This is like your bunks in the old game. So, I currently have 742,000 Kronos. And this is where your money is. It's just somewhere. This room also doesn't have a purpose unless you're trying to look at the monkey. Or monkey stuffy. Then there's some game posters. Then if you go this way, no, first start off here. So, this is your kitchen area. You can do a lot of things here. Like you can make coffee. Doesn't really serve a purpose. I completely forgot how to do it, but then there's a fridge. And then if you go down here, this is your armory. You have 2 rooms of your armory. So this is where you paint your guns. Like if you have the nuclear knight, you can go like this, put this on here, and then like click that, and it sees the dots. You have to spray the dots. The dots. See, like that one's done. One in the barrel, one on the stock. You probably won't have that as good, but just a quick thing. Then these are your mannequins. You can basically place anything but melee weapons on them. A bunch of walls you can hang your guns. And you have a back room here. Also, these can store armor and helmets. Like, can they store helmets? Never tried it. Gosh. Oh, you can. Alright, so then down here, there's backpack slots. You can hang backpacks in these. So, and now one of your most important rooms, your trade and flea market room. This is where you can sell stuff. I would recommend selling your guns, attachments, magazines, all to Spectre, because he sells the weapons and stuff, and then Minty for the equipment, and then everything else, quick sell. And also, this is the turn-in list. I don't have an active mission, but this is where you turn in stuff if it says. This is probably one of the most effective screens ever. So this is where you get all of your things that you bought. So let's just say I went to Minty and I bought I brought utility ammo module, and you can add or minus, and then you can add insurance, so if it gets lost you can buy it again, and then it says your total and it says how much you have, and then you buy it. And then once you buy it, you go over in here and you go to armor, since that's an armor, and we see, scroll through here, utility ammo module. This is the one I got. This can also store grenades. And yeah, you can do that. Also, you can get your favorites here and your rations. Your rations are you get 1 hour rations, daily rations, and weekly rations. It just gives you stuff from playing, so I can receive. And then I can receive my daily rations. And it gives you this stuff. And also, there's favorites. You can go, like, I added an interest to my favorites. You can go, like you can add it to your favorites with the star. So, there. And that's how you do that. And also, you can just purchase it, like, right here. And you can remove it, and you can see how many you want. So, yeah. Next, we're gonna talk about what is it? Yeah, we're gonna talk about combat. So, in this game, combat is hard, and I'll show you how hard. I'll show you how hard combat is. You ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go into raid without anything, aka a naked raid. Going to missile silo. Put it on easy, for instance. Okay, it might take a little while to load in, but I'll show you how hard this game is. Because it's a hard game. And there's a spawn on Silo that's just so bad. I'm just going into a raid on Silo because that's my favorite map. And it might be yours too. It's a close quarters map, great to find guns. A lot of rare loot. Some kids, some chads to fight if you want. Also, some low kit runners, so it's a mix. This is a really bad spawn. This is how hard this game is. I'll show you. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Oh my gosh, this is how hard this game is. Now I need a medkit. And I don't know where that is. Where's a medkit? I need a medkit. Also, I need a gun. I need a gun. Bolt action rifle. There's no medkit. There's no medkit. Oh. There's a purple card, but not a medkit. I need a medkit, not a purple key card. I just got a purple card. I need a medkit. Why so mean? Not the mean. You literally just gave me a purple card. These open vaults. Vaults give you some of the best stuff in the game. Same with airdrops. I'll get to those later. Give me this. Remember to chamber your gun. I'm dying. Gosh, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Well, I'm gonna run to the purple vault on Silo. Okay.
Hej ty, zemi, nebo chcípneš, vole?
Killed him. Go. Okay, there's a medkit. Killed him. Gosh. Okay, I'm bleeding. Give me a bandage. Yes, okay, bandage. Okay, healed. Got the looty. Okay, killed. Okay, let's go. Check for your skull. Guys, there's a thing. Oh! What is my luck? I just got your skull and a purple card! This is streamer luck. Gosh, okay. This is really rare. Especially on the game mode I'm playing. SKS. Oh my god. Where's the portal? Hi. Yo. What is my luck? This is where you see your water, hunger, and stamina. Oh my god. Alright, I got a purple keycard and Yorick skull. This is very rare. Do not expect this. Alright? Because you probably won't get this stuff. Because this is pretty rare luck. Gosh, it's just streamer luck. I gotta mention myself. And also, I'll show you how vaults work real quick. So once you have your key card, which are pretty rare to find, they have static spawns. I'm thinking of making a static spawn video in the future. You open it by putting the key card in the vault. And then, look, this is a Ronin. I'm wearing an Alton though. Wait, I'm wearing an Alton? I guess I am. I'll put this around him now. Alton face shield. Oh my gosh, I got an orange card! Give me the orange card. A flare gun? Eagle mag. Eh. Poker chip. This is worth 100,000 grunas. You should definitely take these if you see them. Flare! Flare! I got a flare! These are used to call in airdrops, and I got a flare! Your skull? What? That's just streamer luck. That's literally just streamer luck. Oh my gosh. It's kind of crazy. M1A SAS. What is my luck? Barrel suppressor? Okay, Dominator, Scar, and Honey Badger. Dude! Oh my god! I guess this video is gonna be a little long. What's the nearest? Yes! Oh my god, it's Garage. My luck is lucking right now. York School. I have AP? Gosh, what's happening? Me, I'm on SMS. AP. How much AP? Oh, it's like half. Watch out, boys! I'm a tank. I am a tank. I am a tank. Guys, so let's check. Kurtek? Kurtek's not here. Kurtek is one of the bosses. Okay. There's a scav spawn here because I know mob knowledge. That's a thing. Is there a scav coming? Killed it. Tweaks cheese? 2?
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. How'd bro not see that? Bro did not see that. Okay, I'm just leave. And then finally extracting. Extracting is just, you gotta escape. Extracting, aka escaping, is easy. Alright. Let's extract. Put that in there. Put that in there. Just leave. Alright. That was a pretty good raid. Gotta say. Alright. Wait, can I jump far? Guys, also there's a purple keycard spawn. Just to let you know. There's one here. Between these. I didn't get it, but it's right there. Spawn's right there. There's also a purple keycard upstairs at the gate to exfil. If you climb this ladder on one of those chests, you find a purple card. Anyway, that was one of the best raids of all time. Ha. Alright, that was really good. Alright, so let me explain this. This York Skull opens the House of Scott on Mothcom Est. So, just to let you know, AP, very overpowered. And I will definitely be keeping that. Flare gun that shoots a flare, and I found a flare, an orange keycard, and a poker chip, and a deagle mag and the deagle. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Alrighty here. It's time to get filthy rich in Ghost of War. It's not what it is. Orange card too? Oh my god. Also, everything that you throw on the floor will be on that kiosk that I showed you last. Poker chip. Click this. Quick sell. Got 100,000 kronos. Easy. Easy money. Easy money. That was easy. Alright. So I'm going to show you how flares work. Real quick. Grab that. So I'm going to grab the flare gun. The Deagle mag for my secondary. And the flare. So I'm just gonna get this M1 SS for sniping. I don't need the M1 SS. I'm gonna bring a gun that I think that will hold off the people. Let's go for. I might get an ASL. Yeah, let's do ASL. They probably don't have an ASL, but I'm just showing you how to. Why did I buy that? No. There. 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 And I'm gonna get a laser just to help with my aim. And let's buy that. And then let's get the rifle magazines. Let's see ASL. ASL mag 20 round. ASL 20 round. Let's get 10. Why not? Wait a second. Get its measurements. Boom, boom, boom. This gun is also automatically suppressed. Same with the VSS, if you see that. Should I wear an Alton? You know what? I don't need an Alton. You know why? Because scavs don't hit you in the head. Only players do. Except for Tatcha. Do not question Tatcha. He will disintegrate you. If you see him. Because he is basically not a... I wouldn't call him a scav. Because he shoots your head. Okay, make sure to bring food and water. So let's bring food and water. And medicine is key. And I will show you, like, this is my beginner guide. It's probably going to be about an hour. And it's going to show you all the featured things in Ghost of Tabor. And I'm going to show you how airdrops work. So, also quick tip, you press, you have to take the, while you're using an NRS, you have to press the trigger button to take off the cap. And then the X button, or whatever hand you're using it with. I'm left-handed, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, this is how, so these are how flares work. So I'm gonna go to Island. So I'll show you what Island looks like. It might be one of the best beginner maps, since there's not a lot of enemies on it. And now that they made the map bigger, the Island expansion, it's pretty bad, but it's better for beginners because beginners don't want to get into that many fights because they're pretty new to the game. So let's just go into a raid and I'll show you how airdrops work. And also I'll show you a little bit around the island. Now the island is it's huge. It's really huge. So you can try exploring it, but it's massive. It's by far the biggest map in the game. Also, they're adding a new map on between August 5th and July 30th. So that's going to be fun. Alright. We spawned at near worker housing. Alright. This is worker housing. And I'm going to show you how flares work. So I'm going to go into a covered spot. Let's go somewhere on a hill. Just don't want it to land in the water. I don't think it actually can do that. Alright, so we're here. Then we'll grab our flare. Then we press the Y button. You put it in. You can close it with this. And then shoot it right up in the air. Like that. And then we gotta look up for it, but we also gotta stay focused on the ground because there probably is enemies. So just wait until you see an airplane. There's a tiny little red speck here. It's 4. That. Alright, now we look up. I'm gonna go in a clear spot. Do you see the plane? The plane is going to drop an airdrop. So let's get close to the plane. So let's go around there. Let's make our way there. There's a scav shooting me. I can avoid him, or I can kill him like that. There's another scav. Okay, I killed him. I didn't bring any ASVAL magazines. That was a mistake. You should do that. But you didn't bring an ASVAL. I don't think you'd bring an ASVAL. Alright, let's use my deagle instead. Okay, that's pretty far away, so let's keep moving. Make sure your stamina is about halfway if you're running for something. Or else you want to stay still. Also, when the flare does land, it does like have a red smoke smoke bomb coming out of it, so you can see it. Also, other players can see it, and it makes a noise, so players will know. There's more. There's way more to Island than just this, by the way. It's huge. It's going pretty fast. Watch out for that. Get an AK. Make sure to chamber your weapon. And thus the scav was using it. I don't know why I chambered mine. Alright, so I think there's a hill up there. I think it's going to be, like, near there. Okay, killed him. Dropped, bro. Wait, do you have an SKS? I think he did, yay! The SKS is a pretty overpowered Spectre 2 weapon. And yeah, I know, it was a Spectre 1 weapon until they changed it. Definitely switching up for it. Semi-automatic, 30 bullets. I don't know where the airdrop is. I think it landed. Let's go check around for it. Okay, I'm out of stamina. There is adrenaline stims to help you your stamina grow. So. There. Let's get to this airdrop. There's the airdrop. You see the red smoke? The airdrop's down there. Okay, let's go there. It's not that much of it's just a little walk. Okay, it's in the middle of labs. Okay, I'm gonna go slowly because I can only go slowly currently. Alright, there's a guy there. Let's see where the other guy is. Make sure to clear out areas when you're doing airdrops. Okay, there's a guy there. Killed. Was that a head tap? No. Oh, it might be a neck tap. They're here. There's a beeping sound, so that's how you know. Alright. So you gotta put your hand on the scanner, it doesn't matter which one. And then it shows some of the best guns in the game. I got a Ragnar AP and a hacked. Okay, this is pretty good stuff. So I should be collecting. This is the Ragnar, the biggest backpack in the game. Okay, I'm gonna empty out my stuff. Put it in the new Ragnar. Okay. We're definitely gonna switch this out for MCX beer. Yes, KS. This gun is a found and raid only. Okay, NVGs, great. Hack tool, great. Contacts, great. Honey badger, great. It's so loud. It's really loud. Alright. That's loud. Alright, so let's get our stuff here. Bro, I bet I could put an SKS on this. Maybe not an SKS. Where's the honey badger? That's how big that is. Yo, could this fit an M6 beer? It can? What? Put it even. Gosh. This is like not real. There is a weight system in this game. So you will run slower and your stamina will go faster. Go down faster. So, choco bar. Bandage. Deagle mag. That's it. Fold the stock up. Let's put that in there. There we go. Alright, now let's get let's get that. And let's go. Okay, let's loot this. Okay, there's a Glock here. Also thing is tactical sprinting. So I put on auto run, which is in the settings, and people sprint like this. This is regular sprinting. And this is just walking. But this is tactical sprinting. You run a little faster. So I would recommend tactical sprinting if you really want to get somewhere. I recommend it more. That's why I'm putting my gun up in the air when I'm running. Map for 9. Alright. So, next thing is headphones. Headphones, I have the contacts on. These are the best headphones. If you get to extract it, these sell them because they're 50,000 kronas. That's expensive. So, when you have these are the best headphones. They let you hear someone from 50 meters away. So what headphones do is they muffle your audio, and then they make other people's gunshots and footsteps louder. So that's pretty good. That's another connection, but the sound cues. Okay, there. Okay, this is radio. Gosh, that's loud. We're out of ammo. Okay. Kids. A little far away. Okay. Where'd this light go? Oh, there it is. Whew. That's how you fight. It's pretty hard. And you will end up dying a lot. Alright. I don't know where my sight went, but it's okay. Get a gun. Let's throw away the SKS. Okay, some ammo pouches with AKM magazines in them. Pretty nice. Makes it easier. Don't have any magazines in them. Alright, let's go kill these guys. Now, it might be a little more loud, so I would recommend turning the volume down. Because it's going to be loud because I have the contacts on. You didn't have no ammo in it. Okay, here one. Okay. Killed. Oh gosh, this is what you want to look at. Yeah, that's gas mags on him. Goodness. That's good. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll eat first. Okay. Then I'm gonna drink. So it doesn't take away my water.
2 minutes until you run out of time.
Alright. So that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. Guys, I'll make a part 2. So, bye.